Welcome, welcome. Hello, people. It's lovely to see you. Hi. Hello. It's nice if you want to pop your camera on for a minute, but don't feel that you have to. Oh, there's some faces I know there. That's lovely. Ali, Angela, Rachel, Pamela, Kirsty, and Great. Jen, hi, Jen. Hi, Frida. Oh, it's lovely. Hi. Great to see you all here. We're just waiting everybody to arrive before we will launch in. So get yourself comfortable, grab a cup of tea. I'm going to be talking for a little while, and everybody is very welcome. Some of you I know, some of you are new to me, so that is lovely. It's lovely to have you all here. So some of you might have not come across Soundsphere before, but some of you have maybe known me for quite a long time. And I've been on quite a journey over the last number of years. And Soundsphere was launched in 2009. And I did 2 years training before that in the sound therapy. So I've been working towards this for a long time. So what I'm going to launch with you tonight is something I've been planning for a long time. So let me just share my screen with you and let's see if everything will work properly here. And so there we go. Right. So you should see a nice purpley vortex on your screen. Has everybody seen that? Excellent. We're in the right place. We're in the vortex. We're in the vortex of change. So I'm really excited to share something special with you here tonight. So let's see how the tech works and if we can get this all going properly. So firstly, I just want to say welcome to you all. It's really special for me to have you all and your support for coming along this evening. And what I'm offering here tonight is something that I believe will support you as well, which is why we're here. And we're here because it's this big shift in time. There's a big change in the consciousness and all of that kind of stuff. We're moving from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. And some of you have heard me talking about that at some of my events, the sound chamber and things over the last couple of years. So the question is it really now time? And is it time to shift perspective? Let me just mute the chat box because I can't see the screen. There we go. Time to shift perspective. So this is an opportunity to help that shift in perspective as we are shifting and changing. So firstly, if you wanted to pop in the chat where you're beaming in from, I would love to hear. Just pop in. It's great to know where everybody's coming from. And just like those little lights on that image there, we are connecting and we are making our own matrix and are strengthening our own grid. Wonderful. We've got people in London, Edinburgh, more London. Wonderful. Edinburgh Peebles, Edinburgh, Argyll. I don't know how to pronounce that. Colin Trave. Glasgow, Fife, Ellen in the Highlands, Fife, more Edinburgh. Wonderful, wonderful. So we're covering the UK. This is great. West Linton. Wow, they're flying in there. So look at that. Already we are creating a beautiful connection across all of these places and just visualizing those lines. It's almost like we're creating those ley lines. Galashiels, Hoyk, more Peebles, beautiful. Falkland, Dundee, Amphi, Dundee. Where else have we got? Another wee fifey there. Brilliant. Thank you so much. That's so lovely to see where you're all coming from. So what is this about? Well, this is about energy healing. And many of you, I think, who've come here tonight are, you're experiencing energy healing, or maybe you haven't. This can cover everything from like Reiki to sound healing to anything that comes under really that umbrella of holistic healing. So what I'm offering tonight is something that incorporates that and that gives you regular sessions of energy healing, I've got a program of collaborators joining me who will also be sharing. And as you know how powerful that is, and you can join events and things straight from your home. It's about connection, as I've already mentioned, and it's just so beautiful to connect with you all already here tonight. So this is about connection. It's about building community, and it's about building a new community. It's also about breakthroughs and inspired action. Some of you know I trained as a transformational life coach in the last few years, and that has really helped me take massive leaps forward in my journey. There's been tears, there's been laughter, there's been quite a lot of dancing, and it actually helped me get to the point where I was able to release my first single, A Long Held Dream, go to Egypt, A Long Held Dream, things that I felt were impossible. And if some of you know also and maybe have visited the yurt here in the garden, it's called Casa Calibri, which means home of the hummingbird. And the reason I'm telling you that is because the hummingbird represents what we believe is impossible becoming possible. And a lot of magic happens in that yurt and in these sacred spaces that we create. So, breakthroughs and inspired action. It's about spiritual awakening. I think more and more people are spiritually awakening. They're looking for something. Their soul, their spirit is looking for something that maybe the mainstream's religions no longer have the answers to. It's too constrained, it's too regimented, it's too patriarchal. So there's a whole divine feminine spiritual awakening, and of course now also push for the divine masculine as well. So, this global humanity, spiritual awakening to all of these things are part of what I'm offering you. And that connects into the evolution that I've been talking about, the evolution of humanity. Some people, there is a talk about how there's a real increase, and we're starting to see an increase in psychic skills, telepathy, which a few years ago when people mentioned that seemed like that's not really going to happen. But already there's an interest. I haven't listened to it yet. A couple of people have mentioned it to me, something called the telepathy tapes, where they've done a study with children with autism who are highly, highly telepathic. So it's about things like that. It's like evolution and development of our psychic senses and our intuition and that connection. So, an evolution of our species and us as human beings embodied in this lifetime. So it's also about the 3D reality, the human experience, the day-to-day living, the overwhelm, the onslaught of information, and providing a space where you can come to share and to find support and to support each other as well. It's not just about me giving support. I'm the facilitator of this space, and I will be doing a lot of support within the space, but there's also a space for peer support, which is so important, and making those connections across that and making those friendships as well, building friendships, building connections with people all over the world. And we've got mainly the UK here tonight, but we are hoping that we'll start to bring in, and I have got some clients that are in Canada and in Europe and all sorts of places. So, we are going to be reaching out to more global networks and joining with other networks as well. And it's about attuning to your blueprint, your true path in life. Some of us feel like, what is my purpose and things like that. I mean, my feeling on that is ultimately we all have the same purpose, which is love, but we all have our own gifts and we all have our own path to travel. So, learning about some of the tools that are available, and that can be anything from like birth charts and astrology or human design blueprints or just aligning to your holographic blueprint that you were born with. One of the things I came across, and I was mentioning this in my Birth Your Star group the other night, was 30 odd years ago, William Bloom was talking about the holographic imprint that a plant even has. And it's like it has to grow into that, but it might not grow that. It might go a bit squint, but there is a holographic blueprint of its potential for its life. So we are the same. We have a holographic blueprint for our potential. So this is about attuning to that and aligning with that. So, what is this space? Well, it's spiritual, as I've said. It's magical. Well, it wouldn't be magical if it was Susie's space. It's got to be a bit magical. It's kind. And that's really important that there's a spirit of kindness within this, not a spirit of judgment. There's self compassion. We take compassion and we show compassion to each other. And if we're triggered by something that somebody else does, then we look at why we're triggered by that because there's obviously a lesson within there. And I know that can be challenging, and I've resisted that myself in times. But then when I look at it, I go, oh, what is that about? Ooh, yeah. Because let's face it, none of us are perfect, or we wouldn't be here. We're here to grow. That's my perspective. We're here to grow as souls and evolve and help humanity evolve and protect our beautiful planet and our beautiful earth. And it's supportive. So supportive, as I've already said. So that is really important for me. So welcome to drum roll, please. Welcome to the Sphere. So the Sphere is a community platform. It is a membership scheme. It is like it's a space. And the interesting thing is that I've been simmering the membership thing for quite a number of years. Like, how can we pull people together? How can I build this community? I have people coming to this event, people coming to that course, people who are interested in this, and I can see how we can all build a community together. So I'd been simmering it for quite a long time and started thinking about it more seriously at the start of this year. Then I was simmering about what the name was going to be called. So I was playing around with a lot of ideas. And of course, when it finally came together, it seemed so obvious. The sphere from Sound Sphere, of course. So, and this image that you see on the screen just now, again, just a couple of months ago, I was just sort of playing in AI or Canva or something, and I can't remember what I asked it to produce. I don't even think it was like a Golden Globe or anything like that. And it gave me this image, and I had it as my Facebook cover for a month or so. And I was like, what is that image about? And then it all, again, all kind of clicked into place. And when I was in Egypt, that all clicked into place a lot more. So it was great to have that trip as well as that perspective and distance from everything and to look at it. So, what is on offer? It's a space for deep rest, healing, and reflection. As I've said, there's going to be energy healing, there's going to be live group energy healing sessions that you can all come to. That'll be breath work, that will be sound healings, that'll be sound meditation, that'll be somatic practice. There's all sorts of things, hypnotherapy, guided meditations. We've got plenty of time to do lots of lovely things. Supportive and nurturing environment, so that caring element for all of us to care for each other. And sound healing as its foundation. Of course, it has to have sound healing as its foundation. That is the magic. That is the bit that I am so passionate about and that carries me forward and carries you forward. So it's a nurturing space for spiritual growth and self-discovery. The energy healing with collaborative wisdom, that's us all sharing our wisdom, and support from like-hearted individuals. A place for us to restore balance, harmony, and alignment through practices and teachings. So there's going to be links shared on here's a interesting talk that I've heard, here's a book that I've heard. You know, there's opportunities to share things in the group. And there'll be teachings as well and practices that you can undertake yourself. So the invitation is to join a community that supports you through this great awakening of consciousness, where transformation meets deep connection. To explore sound healing, divination tools, and inspiring teachings to help you align with your highest potential, and to be part of a powerful collective to help guide you and guide each other through this era of consciousness expansion. Because many of us are working alone, or we're working from home, or we're quite isolated. So this is a platform to come together. I mean, obviously, it's still wonderful. We can come together in-person events, and I'm still doing a whole load of in-person workshops and courses and training and different things. But this is somewhere that can really connect us all in a virtual space with a 3D impact. And it's led by loving mentors and healers. And this space offers the healing and collaboration and tools for your personal transformation. Ding! So it's called the Sphere. And what is it? It's a brand new community with 24-hour access. So it's a platform. It's accessible on your computer and on an app. It's going to have, for a starter, weekly coffee cards and chat calls. So that's going to be Wednesdays at 11 o'clock. You grab your coffee, we get together, we have a Zoom call, we chat, we pull out the oracle cards, a really nice, informal, just what's happening. So that's building that friendship, building that community. And there's also a forum so you can share in there or ask for support and reach out if you're needing any help or you've got something interesting to share. As I said, there's going to be a monthly live group energy healing. At the moment, these are planned for the middle Wednesday at 7 p.m. So again, it's going to be live online. It'll be me, it'll be other people that I work with, and that will all be there for you once a month. There's also going to be a monthly group coaching. So the names will go in the hat. And if any of you have experienced coaching before, you'll have witnessed it. So even if you're not getting the coaching, sometimes you can have great breakthroughs by watching somebody else get coached. And it's a wonderful way of leaping forward. Talk about coaching is like having your own cheerleader, your own front row, your own team cheering you on. And it really does help. And this is where we go for the radical self-compassion, radical compassion, and radical responsibility. Sometimes we actually have to face our own stuff and be honest with ourselves. But when you're in a space which is unconditionally loving and compassionate, you can share things and you're not going to be judged. So it is one of the best platforms I've experienced for helping my personal growth. And as part of that, you'll also get a free ticket to the live stream of the quarterly Edinburgh Sound Healing Chamber. So some of you know I used to run that monthly. Last year I made a decision that I wanted to move it quarterly because I wanted to open myself up to do other things. And I was feeling too tied by that same event every month, which I absolutely love doing. So you will get access to that. You can join from home with your headphones on, snuggled up under your duvet. You can snore, you can fart, you can roll over, you can dance around. All the things that you can't do if you're there in person. Of course, if you do want to come in person, that is a different thing, and that is still ticketed. But and some of you I know do come to that. So you're welcome to come to in person because even if you do come to in person, the replays are available. So you'll be able to watch the replay even if you come to in person. And the replays are available there for everything. So if you feel like, you can't join the call on a Wednesday night or a Monday, you can still watch that replay and you will get a lot from that. So the sphere. There's also going to be links, as I say, to inspiring talks. I watch quite a lot of things on YouTube and listening to different podcasts and things. So there's going to be links to astrology, nature of reality conversations or presentations, spirituality, consciousness, ancient knowledge. We're in this time of great information and it's a case of sharing this and things are evolving rapidly. So it's quite hard to keep up with it. And sometimes it can spin you out a little bit. So a space to be grounded and connected with other people. So there's also going to be some music playlists as well on Spotify so you can relax with or dance to or sing along to. So some of you might not know which music to go to. And so this is something that we're going to be sharing with you. You can obviously make your own playlist, but these are going to be some that you can work with. And we've got access to great, experience of lots of lovely music from different genres. So there's going to be the playlists as well. So what is all this magic going to cost, you say? Well, if we're going to price everything, here you go. Maybe for your weekly Oracle chat, £10, energy healing 20, group coaching 20, private forum 10, playlist and links 10. So that's at least £70 alone. Plus your bonuses. So you've got your £20 for your recording and a place on the online course at 45. To be honest, the course Birth Your Star actually went out at $97. But we dropped it down because it was my first online course that I'd done for a while. So I'm saying it's going to cost 45, but actually it's more likely going to be double that for full price attendance. So that's just looking at that alone is £115. And I don't know how you can put a value on the community chat and the support that you're going to get and the encouragement and the cheerleading and the front row for you. So add on quite a lot more for all of that. So the full price is £33 a month, but there's a founding member price, which I'm launching here tonight with that lifetime price locked in at only £22 a month. So that means as long as you're a member, you only ever pay £22. If you choose to leave and you come back again, you obviously would have to rejoin at the full price. But as a founding member, it's only 22. And the reason for that is because it's a new platform, it's a new community, and I want you to help me shape it as well. So, there will be opportunities to suggest things, and, we can see if actually at the end of the day, a Monday is really not a good night to be running the group coaching. We might move it to a different time. Um, so, of course, if you join by tonight, you also get those two wonderful bonuses. There's a few wee terms and conditions. You can cancel your subscription at any time. There's no, like, you have to sign up for 6 months or a year. The live sessions will be hosted by me and occasionally maybe by others, if I'm on holiday or somebody's sick or whatever. But they will all be uploaded to the portal. Guest facilitators will be joining me and leading some of the energy sessions. And the founding members will be able to book their free course place while your subscription is active. So if you joined and stayed just for a month or 2 months and then wanted to join the free course in 4 months' time, that's not going to work. You have to have an active subscription. I think that's fair. And then just reminding you that the price is locked in. So this is the place, this is the space, and for me, it brings all my gifts together as a sound healer, as a teacher, as a coach, as a mentor, as a facilitator, and a guide. And I guess what I didn't say there was, and as a friend. And that is important. I feel truly aligned with this path. It brings us together in a time of rapid change. And it celebrates your medicine gifts, provides support, guidance, and opportunity. So, to join the sphere, this is the link to go to. So you might want to screenshot that, take a photo with your camera, and just type that into your browser. It'll take you straight to the page. So if you want to get your bonuses, make sure you take a note of that address. Andrew's going to pop it in the chat there as well for you, so you can click on it directly. And Rachel, there you go. I've just seen your message. Telepathy tapes is fabulous. And that's the sort of thing already coming together. It's like you've watched that. Love to hear about that more, So that's the sort of thing you could be sharing in there. And other people are then rapidly going to be accessing this information. So we are in a time of rapid change. So let's pull our resources together. Let's co-create, let's collaborate. And who knows what wonderful relationships can come out of this, wonderful partnerships, joint working. Well, who knows, all very exciting.
Can I pop in there actually, Susie? Because something that you said
Yeah.
earlier on that was particularly resonated with myself was
Mm-hmm.
when you're working from home, which I've done for a long time now, and it can be really quite lonely and overwhelming at times. And so a space like this, I think will be of such a help for people other people
Yeah.
who are working from home, because you can have a family who are around you, but just having a connection with other people as well, I think is so important.
Absolutely. And also not just having contact with somebody who you're necessarily working with. So it's like a social aspect to it as well, and for support. And what I was thinking as well was one of the things, and it came up when we were talking in Birth Your Star, was about that there might even be little almost like breakout buddy groups and things like that, so that you can have a smaller contained group, so you can build up. And that's an opt-in, you don't have to be part of a buddy group, but for people, if you've got people that you can reach out to more on, and that might sort of evolve in time. And I think that's really important what you've mentioned there, Andrew, because all of this is based on my experience as well. I've been working alone since around, well, I've had collaborators and business partners and different things, but ultimately self-employed, working from home for around 9 years. And even before that, I mean, I launched Soundsphere in 2009, and I had a job and young children and do. And so I've created this because I felt the need for it. And they often say that whatever is what heals you is what your medicine gift is. And I guess that's where that comes from. You're going to get your monthly energy healing, monthly group coaching, weekly calls, connection, chat forums, links to inspiring talks and things. If you want that, you don't have to go into the inspiring talks. But if you are looking for something around astrology and you've no idea where to start, then we can point you in some of the right directions, or just people that we feel are worth looking at. If you're interested in the nature of reality, I've got some really interesting people I've been listening to on YouTube, and I'd love to share that information, and point people in these directions, and hear these conversations if you want that sort of stuff. Rachel's already signed up. Da, 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 da. Or she just signed that direct message. Sorry, that was direct message. I just realized, Rachel, I've exposed you. Thank you. Rocking it, girl. Yay. Welcome, welcome. That is wonderful. And Rachel also knows about the value of coaching, so she knows how wonderful this can be. And as I say, there's going to be opportunities there for the group coaching, and in time there will be additional opportunities potentially for one-to-one coaching. But for now, we just want to offer this space that will really meet these needs that I see people as having, and as needs that I found such a benefit from myself in my coaching community. So this is like a ripple effect of me now sharing it out. And Katrina has signed up. Wonderful. Thank you, guys. It's wonderful to see. We're all ready. The seeds are, you're landing in. And, of course, we did decide to launch this. I was going to launch this on the 1st of March because that just felt like the 1st of March, that feels like a good time. And then I realized that it was a new moon in Pisces today. And of course, there's a big planetary alignment today as well. So felt really special time to launch it. My moon is in Pisces, and I've very much been working with the energy of my moon this last, rather than my sun sign more. So it's been about my moon, that sort of creativity, connecting in deeply into the emotions. I've been doing a lot of healing work around that side of myself and my path. So it felt really lovely to launch it on the new moon in Pisces. And oh, wonderful, we're getting some lovely sign up. I don't know if people want me to say, but if you don't mind me saying, we've got another sign up there. Mia has signed up as well. Thank you. Andrew's keeping me posted on who's signing up. And maybe it's okay to share it because let's face it, you're all going to get to know each other. You're going to start to get to know each other. And even in the Birth Your Star community, after the 5 weeks, people were starting to really get to know each other, and there were such lovely connections building up and support for each other that I was seeing. But it took that little bit of time. At first you don't really know who everybody is and where they're coming from, and just remember that you're not tied in. You can leave at any time. So even if you join for a month and you just try it out and you see, oh, what's this? I'm not sure if this is for me. So you can cancel at any time. And we're going to be going live with the first event next Wednesday evening, which is going to be your welcome and orientation call. It's going to be a welcome and orientation call Wednesday evening. So you'll get to see the platform and learn about what the app is, and just so you can start to get a picture for how it's all going to work and how easy it is to access it. And you can have it on your phone. So if you're listening to the energy healing, you can be lying in your bed, no problem, listening on the phone. Yes, wonderful. Thank you. I'm getting lovely mentions here. Another 3 sign-ups. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This is lovely. And if anybody that was on Birth Your Star wants to share anything just now about how that was, we'll just take like another minute or so. If anybody wants to share about how they found Birth Your Star. Thank you, Heather. She's popped something in the chat. There you go. Birth Your Star was excellent. We did lots of practices to help focus and bring clarity to life. We did passion maps and lots of lovely shares. There was also soul inquiry exercises. There was sound journeys. There was coaching. There was a lot, and it was wonderful. And I loved teaching it. I loved facilitating that space. I loved supporting everybody, and I just got a lot out of it as well, which was wonderful. Heather, thank you. Oh, Heather's signing up as well. That's lovely. That's lovely. And though, you tell your friends about it, because it's a wonderful, the more we can build this community coming together with like-minded energy and like-minded spirit, that can really build that community. So thank you, everybody. Andrew was just reminding me about the welcome call. I did mention that next Wednesday evening. So yeah, everything's going to be recorded and everything will be in the portal for you to look. So if you missed the welcome call on Wednesday evening, you would, easy just watch it back, and it's just going to orientate you to the site so that you can answer some of the questions about where do I find this and how's that. And I mean, it's pretty straightforward when you look at it. So hopefully it's not too difficult, but it's always nice to have your hand held, isn't it? The founding members is going to be open, which has reminded me. There's going to be a cap on the number. I haven't quite decided what that cap is yet. It might be around 50 mark, might be a little bit more. I mean, obviously, I'm hoping that the community will grow beyond that. So the founding members, you could share that link just now because we are still in the early stages. And yeah, sign them up. They can all use that link just now. And Sophie signed up as well. Oh, Katrina, thank you. That's lovely. And your daughter is excited as well. How beautiful. So we're bringing the mothers and daughters together as well. And these are things that you can share.